Hi, I'm Andrew Conner of the Conner Art Foundation, and I would love to give you a little tour of the Art Love Salon, which is downtown Seattle, just across the street from the Seattle Art Museum on Union Street, 1110 Union. Well, the first one, when you first walk in, you'll see our values on the front desk called Beauty, Truth, and Love. And these are values that I think bring people together, and we all want to have that. Because the opposite of beauty, truth, and love is ugly, lies, and hate. And those are things that are disruptive to the bridging divides and bringing people together. And art, I believe, is one of the last things we can try to bring people together. And please come and take a look. Well, the first thing you'll see here is we have the front desk, but then you'll see it's a lot more than that. We have two main galleries when you first walk in. The first one is down below. It's where our contemporary area, where we have human warmth and emotions on display. But one of the first things I want you to do is you come in here and you get a cup of coffee or tea. Think of it, this is like your own living room. What better way to experience art than something that you're sipping away on? So let me show you as you walk in. It's beautiful. You can see right downtown. You can see right across the sound. You can see the beautiful sunset. We're probably going to do another video when it's a little bit later, so you can see the sunset. It's so gorgeous. Why put something art in such a gorgeous place? Well, that's where the art is the best to be experienced. So let me show you a little mascot here we have. It's called Big Puffa. It's our permanent collection here. Sculpture, let's zip around here. I think it's better this way. I'm gonna do this in 4K, and it's probably gonna take too much. Well, here's Big Puffa. And Big Puffa is the feeling you get when you're surrounded by music and you're in a big dance floor and you're just going wild, and the spirit of the music's flowing with you, and your mind is melted with everyone else in the crowd, and you become one and oozing of creativity. I think it's also what creative people experience all the time when your brain's going all different ways. And what a joyous place to be in. So come and take a look at Big Puffa down here. Big Puffa what? I don't know, Big Puffa. We all need a Big Puffa. So here is our more contemporary wing. A lot of art here has been featured in public display art. It's a weekly, no, it's a quarterly magazine that we have featuring some of the best local artists. And in this space here, all types of art is loved. This is a bit more contemporary here, and here's more abstract in this area. A little bit of everything to explore. Again, these are all local artists in which we have commissions of 0%, 100% of whatever you want to pay for these things. As you can see, a little QR code here. If you scan that, you can click a link and email message directly to the artists, and we just want to help broker that. So this is a temporary exhibit in here. These are wonderful postcards that were sent between people over decades, and they're hand-drawn, beautiful, and all that. So, all right, my plan is going to walk people down this hallway. You see, hallways. All right, now how do I get people down here faster? So I'm going to zip around again. So here you can hear as you walk in. Please read this poster here. It basically talks a little bit about what I'm doing and why I think all the funds that I've acquired over the years belong to the public, and I'm starting to spending, and that takes a while to kind of get up to speed, and so we're doing these things incrementally, starting, well, I've been doing for about 10 years now, and this is the one, I think it's my biggest one. It's the one where I try to get people have transcendent experience in art. So as you come down here, so it has these 2 floors, and I'm just going to do like a little spin for a second. But you can see there's a lot of art. There's over 250 or so paintings. I lose track, but we're going to go explore them in a minute. And on the way down, you can kind of read through some of the other projects. We have, I think, 8 of them going on at various stages of development, and a lot of it's just a process of learning the ropes. I can't do them all at once. I can't do them all. Anyway, so here's I'm obviously going to do a 2-take on this thing. This is my first take, and this row here is the Seattle Prize. So I think I'm going to have to talk about Seattle Prize before I come down. So Seattle Prize, these are all these art. No one wants to see me. There you go, like that. So the painting on this wall, these walls, are the ones from our fellows who are going to come for a year and learn and basically take their skills up to the next level and prepare for something more exciting that we're going to do later with the Coliseum. If you want to read about me and how I got here and why and all that stuff, the key elements, if you're going to read anything about me, is kind of where I started. I started in the Midwest, farm raised, where I learned how to determine truth from bullshit. And anyway, that's been a lot of my world is trying to figure out how the world works. I became an engineer. I studied that and did a bunch of engineering type stuff. I got lucky to be on the internet early, and when you're early, everything you do is first online shopping, first ad network for banner ads, and the first online dating site, of which I spent 12 years making a lot of money running online dating. And it was a lot of fun, actually. Enjoyed helping people. And then after I sold the company, I got depressed and all those trouble things, and it wasn't until many years later that I discovered art. And I would say, we all like art, but when I discovered, I spent a year painting once a day for a year, and I ended up painting a lot, you can imagine. And eventually, I got out of that brain thing where it's failure. So, and then decided, let's do some art. And there's a lot of, I could talk more about that, but I don't want to bore people. So over here we have just a little sampling of art from the 19th century to early 20th, and it just kind of connects between the past and the present. And the present is beautiful and vibrant and alive and diverse and all those wonderful things. And over here, for people who want to know that at least I did paint a little bit, these are some of the paintings that I've done over the few years, and a lot of my inspiration here, my parents, as we all love our parents. And my mom told me the key thing here is if you're going to do anything, make sure I get the quote there. Can you see it? I'm going to quote this way. If you're going to do anything, never do it half-ass. So with that, I want you to please come visit. It's obviously, I'm not doing this for ego, or not doing this for anything other than to help Seattle artists and to put you in front of beautiful art. Please come. I'll talk to you later.